Everybody seems to love it. You just can't get into it. Boy, you get a lot of those kind of things because everybody's like, OMG, it's the best thing ever. Yeah, there's a lot of comments, people saying Game of Thrones.
Yeah, there's somebody I was talking to the other day. She's like, my boyfriend makes me watch it all the time, and I hate it.
Yeah, I would not be down with the dragons. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, I think you know what it is for a lot of stuff is you just got to know what your lane is. You know, and I think that's really kind of it. You just got to figure out, okay, like I know what my lane is. Like when you tell me The Handmaid's Tale and it's like, and I know there's a lot of really good stuff out there that's kind of disturbing. And what is that? Is that movie Get Out? Is that the name of that movie? And, you know, people kind of told me, it's like, oh, it's not really a horror movie. It's kind of like...
You wouldn't like it.
Exactly. I'm like, I'm sure it's so well done. But yeah, I wouldn't like it. Anything that like rocks your system, I don't like that.
I'm easily broken.
I'm easily broken and I don't want to be shook up. My life's shaky enough. I want to just be calm. I don't want to be on a roller coaster that's flipping me around. I want to be calm and smooth, easy riding.
He just wants to laugh.
Yeah, that's it.
That's how I always felt about like the Rolling Stones. I was like, you gotta like the Stones, right? I'm like, I really don't like the Rolling Stones. I kind of thought they were the low-budget Beatles.
Yeah, there's a lot of music like that people will say, and you think, oh my gosh, I should be into this, but it's just not clicking for whatever reason. I know Dave Matthews is like that. Like some people get into it, other people are just like, I can't.
I want to love Dave Matthews.
I loved it so hard and so furiously in the 90s. I did. I loved Dave Matthews.
Yeah.
But I kind of grew out of it. For me, it was a time, it was a place.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And now I'm in a different time and place.
Yeah.
U2 is another band that on paper I should like U2 and I should really be into them. I cannot get into them.
Yeah. I could see that. And they were probably more a 90s band for me, but I feel the same way about Dave Matthews Band. Like I've kind of grown out of it.
I danced my little butt off to Ants Marching. I loved it. I
Loved
thought it
it,
was the
yeah.
best jam ever, but that's in the past.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some other stuff that people are texting in here that they just can't get into. Somebody said I couldn't get into Ozark. I know you guys loved it, though.
I can
Jay Bird, you
understand
liked
that.
it.
I get it.
Yeah, it's one of those, and I'm honestly almost surprised that I like it because it's very tense, and it is unnerving because they are in difficult situations in that show. I mean, the premise of it is that, you know, he's a guy that has got to appease somebody who's a drug kingpin, you know, and there's constant pressure on him to perform or, you know, what do drug kingpins do?
Jason Bateman's just so likable.
Yeah, and you know, but what's interesting, and he does have a little bit, because his personality just seems to ooze out of whatever he does, but it's not necessarily a comedic role for him.
Yeah, he is a good actor. He can play the whole intense, dark kind of stuff pretty good. He's pretty good at that. He's not just that lovable Jason Bateman. That's why you have to watch that, Virginia.
Okay.
And you have to watch his other movie, Teen Wolf 2, T-O-O. Show you a whole different side of himself.
Kind of lost me at that one.
They said Breaking Bad, 10-year anniversary of that. They just got them all together. Can you believe it's been 10 years since that show came out?
That's crazy.
Yeah, but some people are just like, I couldn't get into that. And again, that show it's intense.
I'll tell you what else is overrated. Brunch. Everyone's acting like, oh, brunch, and oh, come on. We've been doing brunch. Brunch has been going on forever. People are acting like it's new or something.
No, what it is I think it's the bottomless brunch where people are getting an excuse. And before, Sundays were just ho-hum. And now when you throw in bottomless alcohol into just a meal you could care about anyway, people are absolutely loving it. I think that's why it's kind of taken off, because it's usually sunny. It's nice. It gives you a great excuse to be day drinking. You're extending the weekend by a day. You're going to work on Monday and vomiting.
You're defending the brunch.
Yeah, I think that's really what it is. I don't think it's necessarily the food so much as I think it's all about the alcohol.
It's the party.
It is the party.
You love a party, Bird.
I do love a party. I don't
Hate
know.
on brunch.
I mean, before brunches became big, who was raging at 1 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon? And I mean raging. You walk down some of these streets in South Florida, and the music. Boom, boom, and like, girls like, ah! And like you would think it was 2 in the morning. I'm like, what is going on? It's the craziest thing. But somehow you get grandfathered in and it's all okay just because, oh, it's brunch.
It's brunch. It's classy.
Yes.
I just had 14 mimosas. It's classy.
Yes, right. I think that's kind of what it is. It's all how you frame it. Somebody said, I cannot get into the FIFA World Cup. What a bunch of acting fools. They drop on the ground, they roll around as if they were punched. When you look at the replay, the guy wasn't even touched. That's Kathy the Moo.
Okay.
Just said that. And I know that's a big debate, the soccer that's going on. And I honestly, I'm debating myself, as to whether or not. Yesterday, I watched the 2 soccer matches they had. It was the best and the worst thing that I've ever seen, because they had both of the matches yesterday. They went extra overtime. Both of them ended in 1-1 ties. So I think they were at 116 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Both of them. And then it just ended with the shootout. And I'm kind of thinking to myself, I'm like going, couldn't we have saved a lot of time and effort if we would just done the shootout and we could all just walked away and gone to brunch?
Woohoo, mimosas.
Yes.
Yeah, the Biscoff. That's what I was trying. That's overrated. Everyone's, you got to try the Biscoff. And I had it for like a day, and I thought it was great.
The cookie spread or the cookie itself?
The spread. What's the one that spread? Weren't we using that a lot?
Yeah, the Biscoff cookie.
Yeah.
I thought it was overrated, man. People were losing their mind
I
over
thought it was
that.
delicious. If I had a jar of that and a little bit of private time, I could not be trusted alone with that Biscoff.
It's one of those ones after the 4th bite, it's overwhelming.
It's so good.
A couple of texts here. Somebody said drinking. I don't get it. I don't like how I feel when I drink. It's expensive. You feel like crap afterwards, not to mention the calories.
The feeling like crap I get.
Yeah. And Melissa said, yeah, mine, same thing, drinking. I want to do it. I buy the bottle of wine, but then I just don't drink it. It's like, Now, weed, on the other hand.
Everybody's got their poison.
Yeah.